I feel like somebody should make a Karen game. Like a game specifically like you're a Karen. Like I know how stupid that sounds, right? But imagine this. Karens have been like dominating social media as of recently due to COVID-19 and everything, right? If you made a game where you're a Karen, right? You have to your main goal, it's like an open world type of simulation thingy, and your main goal is just to terrorize people, to verbally harass and assault people, right? That's your main goal as a Karen. And like your goal is to become like the ultimate Karen. There are like side missions, there's quests, there's places you gotta go to verbally assault people, and like you could choose your target depending on like your level. Like if you want to go for like the smaller people at that specific area, or if you want to go for like the main person, you know. I feel like there should be like different skills. There should be like different skills and like different objectives, right? Like let's say you want to go to a cafe, like your first skill, the very first skill you start off as is I want to speak to your manager. Like that's literally the name of the skill, and that's exactly what it does. Like you go to the stores are like that, like the beginners, right? Like cafes, stuff like that. And the first ability you unlock is I want to speak to your manager. And the more you upgrade and rank up your Karen, is like the more abilities she unlocked. Like let's say the first ability is I want to speak to your manager. The second ability is compulsive screaming and irrational yelling. The third ability is like what would the third ability be? The third ability is like shit. Like let's say the third ability is just calling the cops, right? The third ability would have like this mega cooldown. Like since you can't call the cops 24/7, the third ability would be like a cooldown of that. There are like different perks and stuff. Perks are like stuff that are like passive. They're not abilities, but they're passive. I'm pretty sure people who play a lot of games know that. So like let's say there's this one perk that it allows you to reduce the cooldown of your ability. So like let's say if it takes like you can only call the cops like every 2 minutes, you can now call the cops like every 1 minute or every 45 seconds, something like that, right? And she unlocks like she unlocks more customizations, like, and she learns new things. And like let's say she unlocks like knowledge, right? Like let's say you find out more things to just be a bitch about. Like let's say out of nowhere you unlock the ability to like you unlock the knowledge that quote autism could give you I said I mean vaccines could give your kids autism, and you use that as like a bit like it's like a new thing that you can use in your arguments now. Or like let's say you learn there's like a book of feminism. You read the book of feminism, and the more you read about it, the more you use feminism against your opponents and shit like that, right? And like let's say your opponents, right? Your opponents, the bosses would be like the people who stand up to Karens, like the people who have like the legitimate arguments, the people that be recording Karens and actually win the argument. Those are the bosses, right? And like let's say the normal people, right? The people who are the victims of Karens that get assaulted and like don't really have the voice to fight back or some shit like that. They're like the normal enemies. Like they're just light work, right? And like your goal in the game, like I said before, is to become the ultimate Karen. So like you can become a white middle-aged woman. You don't gotta be white. Like you could customize your character, but you know, just for like the category of Karens, the majority is like you're gonna see it's gonna be like a white middle-aged woman, right? A white middle-aged woman who likes to cause problems all the time. The she has the ability to cause any problem at any given moment, and what else? She is also a feminist. She also has the weirdest look. She causes problems everywhere. She feels entitled to everything, and that right there is the ultimate Karen. Once you have achieved the ultimate Karen, you basically, I don't know. There's got to be like some sort of ending. Like I can't tell you what the ending is, because then it wouldn't be a proper ending. I don't know. If the person who actually chooses to make a Karen game chooses the ending, then that's all you. Look, see, I already gave you the idea. I spent 5 minutes explaining a game about being a Karen. I gave you the idea. Now you just gotta make it, right? I don't care how much that game is, right? I don't care how much that game is. I'm gonna get it, right? It could be $50. It could be $100. I would still get it. I would still get it because it's a game about Karens, bro. I want to be a fucking dick to people. I want to be a fucking dick to people. Be assholes. I mean, I'm already that on GTA, but like, it's one thing shooting a person in the head, and it's one thing giving a person a headache and making them want to kill themselves by being a fucking bitch. Those are two different things. You know? So yeah.